good? Welcome back to my channel. If you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for coming. Please, as you've stopped, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And you that has been coming back and you are not subscribed, but you're coming back to watch whatever I'm posting, please subscribe. Today's video is a hair video, as you can tell. This is a request video on how to Jesus Christ. To show you how to ventilate a frontal, and don't skip because I want to give an explanation before I start showing you the whole process. So please listen and listen attentively and jot things down. So a subscriber asked me to show how to ventilate a full lace. So this is a full lace frontal. Okay, this is a full lace frontal, and this looks like without nothing being ventilated on it. This is what I'll be using for the illustration. So the thing is, I already have a video where I ventilated a full lace frontal, I think a 13x6 here, but that's with attachment. So I did everything from start to finish. So if you want to get that from start to finish, you can watch that. But this one now, I'm going to ventilate with human hair and with double knotting, which is like the standard way of ventilating. Double knotting, where it's not going to unravel even when it is washed. Because the thing with single knotting is when you are washing the lace and you're not careful, the hair will come out through the back. But some people prefer the single knotting because it's cheaper. I want to show you how to ventilate this that should be on this, but like I said, I'll be using this, right? So like I'm just going to, let's assume this one now is this one. I'm just going to like do the marking even for my hairline. Then how I'll ventilate from here to here, maybe before my hairline, how I'll ventilate from here to here. That's what I'm going to show you on here to here. Then I usually leave like 1 inch or less for the hairline. That's where where I put one strand of hair. I usually use two strands to ventilate if it's human hair, but one strand for synthetic hair. So if it's human hair, two strands, then at most three, sometimes one, but I keep it at two. I try my best to keep it at two. So from here to here, what I'll ventilate is exactly what you do, like you are using this, is exactly what you do from here to here. Then the small 1 inch I'll leave for the hairline. I'll also show you how to do that here. So let's just assume that this is a 13x6 lace. Okay, so whatever I do here is exactly what you do when you are ventilating this. And this is 13. It's possible that this is more than 13. So you have to measure, or you ventilate the whole thing, and then when your client comes to put on the frontal, they cut it. But for me, I usually measure 12 because 13 is just too much. It sometimes even cover than 13. It's just too much. So I just measure 13. So you have to measure, like put your tape to cut out the extra, but I'm not trying to show you how to cut out extra. I'm trying to show you how to ventilate. How I did this. Okay, this one was ventilated with synthetic hair, but the front here is with human hair. So yeah, let's see how you can achieve this. Please like this video, share it, and subscribe. So guys, let me give you a little bit of explanation. So I said, let's assume that this lace, right? Let's assume this is this, and I was going to ventilate this, so I just made it like my markings. Now you can see that this is where my hairline is going to be, and this is the pattern of my hairline. So I just went ahead to do it on this. So like this is going to be my hairline. Now one thing is, if I was to be ventilating this, right, you see these dots from here to here, this is like, it's not really up to 1 inch, but almost. So to make my almost an inch, not really an inch. So if I was to ventilate this, to make my hairline like scanty and look, to make it pre-plucked, from this place to this place, I'll be ventilating with two strands or at most three. Sometimes I can even pick one, but everything should be two. Like I try to do two. Then when I get to this part, I don't really have to mark, but I just marked because I wanted to show you guys. Like I just use my head. By the time I ventilate,
And here now I didn't mark it. By the time I ventilate and I reach this part, I just know that because this is how I go. I go like this up. That I can take from here to here. Say, let's say here to here is like 1 inch. Then I just ventilate till I reach the top. I just ventilate till I reach ventilate. So by the time I get to this point here, then I just continue with 1 1 1. Then like that's 1 1 strand. Using 1 strand makes it look very very like it looks pre-plugged. So even if you give your client their hair and they still want to pluck it out, cool. But you don't really have to. Then when I do from here to here again, already I know where I stopped. I stopped like taking 2 strands, right? So from here to here, I keep on doing one. So it's the same thing I did for this. Now this is like quarter. This is like quarter inch. This is my hairline. This is where I am going to stop ventilating. Let's assume this is the pattern of the edges, right? So from here now, when I ventilate and I get to this point, when I ventilate from here and I get to this point, two strands here. From here, I'm going to make it one. So if I'm ventilating, I usually turn it. So I'm going to start going like this, back. I'm going to show you guys how I do from here to here and then do the 1 strand here. And for this I'm using the double knotting, but not the double split knot or anything, just normal double. I don't do double splits. I still don't know how to do that, but the double works for me. And if you're taking 2 strands, you're tying twice, so the knot is going to be bigger. So when you take at least 2 strands, it's going to look very okay. But when you take 3 4, that's when your hair is going to look rubbish. It's the knots are going to be too visible and it's not going to be neat. So let's start ventilating. So I'm going to start from here and then you double knots. Okay, this line is my guideline for where, like, I just took a single strand here. This is how you double knot. For those that ask me, I don't know which other explanation to give. This is how I double knot. Can you see that? Let me do one more here. This is very easy, you guys. Like, it's very easy. Next line now. This one is going to be in between. Okay, like that. So I keep getting questions about how I move diagonal, horizontal. This is how I move. Okay, I move this way, this way till I get to the top. Move like this, till I get to the top. Move like this till I get to the top. You guys already, you don't have to follow the way I ventilate. Just learn how to ventilate, then you can figure it out yourself. Figure out what works for you. Sorry, the tripod is shaking. I don't know why. I'm going to come up here. I make sure to always pull it, okay? I just took 1 strand, but not for everywhere. So now I'm doing here. How many is this? This is 2. Can you see that my knots are not so thick? But this is how I just keep moving till I get to the top. So I'm going to do that and get to this point where I'll start doing the 1 strand and come back and show you guys, okay? So guys, look at this. I've gone ahead to do what I said I was going to do, right? From here to here. Please ignore any noise you're hearing in the background. Yeah, so you can see that here, right? Now I ended from here to here. I added to here just to follow this line. Now, if I'm bringing this one too, I'm just going to have to, let's say I'm going to reach here, right? So I'll just keep moving like this, like this, like this, till I get this slanting line. I did this extra here so that I can, it will be like, it will be that I'm coming this way because this is my main hairline. Do you understand? So now, here now is with the two strands. Now I'm going to go and finish up with one strand. Yeah, you're going to see the difference between the two strands and the one strand. Going to be more scanty. I don't know if you've noticed I'm using a new pin. My other pin broke. It broke. Oh, that's the pin I bought since 2019 when I started ventilating. And I've been using that particular pin. The other ones, I misplaced them. And they're not the sizes I need. So you see how the single strands looks almost invisible. And the knots are much more smaller. Are you noticing? Can you see it? That's the whole point. So I'm just going to keep up. So you end up seeing that the edges is actually going to look scanty. You're not going to have to pluck out again. And I said make sure as you are ventilating, you're taking your time to like pull them so that it kind of draws the knot to like make it tighter. But this is double knotting, so you shouldn't worry about the hair unraveling. So I'm just going to add one more. This is the last. I'm not adding. I'm going to go back and pull that. I'm going to go back and do here. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video. If you have any video requests, you can let me know. I'll try my best to film it. Can you notice? Can you see the difference that here is giving? Can you see that it's beginning to look, I don't know, can you see that? Now this is the end for this part. I'm not going to come back to add any more hair here because I've reached my my is it my hairline, I'll call it now. I've reached where I'm going to stop for that side. You see now I've reached, like I'm not going to add any more hair here because I've reached this part, but there's still space here, right? So I'm going to add, like the way your hairline is how you're going to follow it. So now where I'm going to come and add is here because I have to keep up with the extra space. Okay, this thing is very simple. If you watch this and you don't understand, oh, I don't know what to say again. Maybe you're going to have to request for like an a personal in-depth class, and that is going to cost you some money. Okay, that's like a one-on-one something. Can you see? So now by the time I ventilate this part now, for here is going to be the last, but like for the next row from this place, it means I'm going to come up. Do you understand? let's assume let's assume it's here. So now by the time I get to this place, from here now is going to come up, 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 up till I'm done. So guys, this is it. Let me move it and show you. This was just for illustration purpose. I wasn't meant to ventilate the whole thing. I was just meant to show you how you ventilate a frontal with double knotting and with human hair. This is human hair, this is not synthetic hair. How I did here is how exactly the same way I'll do until I get to this point. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.